Hey, Chad, how are you?
I'm great. How are you?
Tell us how you ended up at Hardin-Simmons University.
Well, I was interning in the Southland Conference office in Dallas, and this was early January of 2000, I guess, when the job came open. And I knew the guy who was at the ASC conference office at the time. We had worked together in the past, and he said, I think Hardin-Simmons would be a good place for you. And I came out here, I interviewed, I don't know, I think maybe on Valentine's Day, and 2 days later, I'm at a Dallas Stars game. It's my 24th birthday, and John East calls me and offers me the job.
Oh, my.
I was like...
Life-changing right there.
And here I am, and I thought I would be here for a year or two, and
you made a life.
Almost 23 years later, here I am.
Well, you're getting old.
I know.
You don't look old.
I'm not as old as I've been here a long time. I mean, 23 years.
So you've been here a long time. You've seen a lot of games. Estimate of how many games you might have seen.
You know, I don't know. I would say probably 2,000 or more.
Gee whiz, that's
probably,
a lot.
Probably more than that. I don't know. I used to go to every basketball, baseball, and football game.
Yeah.
I don't travel as much anymore because everybody has their own broadcast now, and it's not as much. But I do know I've seen more American Southwest Conference games than anyone ever.
I believe it. What is it that you love about sports?
The kids. I think just watching them compete and do their thing. Not necessarily even just compete, just what they do on a daily basis. What they bring to the campus life, what they do, you know, with their teammates in the community. I mean, you know, very rarely do we have something go sideways with our student athletes.
Right.
I mean, I think our rate is way up there as far as positive stories compared to negative stories, and you don't get that everywhere in athletics.
We are blessed with some great student athletes. So I'm going to put you in an awkward position. What's your favorite sport? Go ahead.
My favorite sport has always been baseball.
Oh, how come?
I played it, been around it, loved it. You know, I would watch a game at Hunter Field, you know, a late spring game when it's starting to warm up
and the grass you can smell.
You know, everything's changing, and you know, I don't think there's many better places.
Which do you like better, writing about the game afterwards or announcing the game? Because you do announce.
For baseball, it's announcing for sure. The others, yeah, probably writing.
Yeah.
Writing's probably my biggest strength, and I probably don't use it as much as I should.
Well, I get a lot of late night emails from you when you're writing about the games, and I appreciate it because I get to keep up with some of the games I miss. Is there one game or one event, one play that you can remember that was, wow, I'll never forget this?
You know, we're about to put him in the Hall of Fame here in a couple of weeks, but Zach Peckelman hit a shot his senior year to beat McMurray. Obviously, he's at the McMurray coach now, but to beat McMurray, his dad probably traveled to every game. I bet he didn't miss a handful of games in 4 years. He was always here, and Zach hit it right in front of him. D3 Hoops was here that night, and it was a crazy. And we'd come back, so I think that led to it. But I always remember that. And obviously, I have a strong affinity to Zach Peckelman. I think he's a great guy. So.
Do you enjoy traveling?
I do.
Because you went to Platteville this year, and
I do. That's one thing that this job has afforded me is the ability to go all around places I probably would have never been before or ever go again. You know, I think we've been to the Pacific Northwest probably 8-10 times since I've been here. You know, and that's a beautiful part of the country. We went to when we went to the Final Four in 2006. We played in Springfield, Massachusetts. Went to the Basketball Hall of Fame. That's where the banquet and all that stuff was. That was a neat trip, and just a lot of different other places. I mean, I would probably never been to Alpine, Texas, or you know, Seguin, Texas, or some of those places. But you know, I really like to travel. I like to get out on the road and go with our teams. And you know, I tell people a lot of times some of my favorite memories for me, just to reset, is hop in the car and drive to Louisiana for a basketball game by myself. You know, and you know, you're on the road. You're on the road so much. I mean, sometimes there's nothing better than just being on the road by yourself. You can clear your thoughts. You can think about some things.
Chad, what would you be doing now if you weren't doing your present job?
Probably something in the media. Probably some sports media, some sort of way. But you know, this way is, you know, you get to see the kids every day, and I think that's what keeps me going.
More face to face.
Yep.
Yeah. If there's one thing you could do the rest of your life, every day, what would it be?
Now it's a baseball game.
Really?
Yep.
I'm gonna tell you, I have actually scored a couple of baseball games, and I have never been more involved in the game than when I took the score.
You have to,
and I can imagine with announcing, it's the same thing. You are always in, and so you would do that every day.
You know, a lot of people don't do it anymore. A lot of announcers now, they won't keep their, they have it all computerized in front of them. I still keep a manual scorebook, as I'm doing the game. So it's basically for me to go back and quickly get to the information that I need.
Well, I appreciate you.
I love baseball, and I love Hardin-Simmons.
I appreciate your commitment to the athletic program and also the athletes themselves, but also I know how much you love just the idea of sports and competition. I'm sure you could watch any competition, enjoy it regardless.
I do.
Yeah. Well, thanks for coming in.
Appreciate it.